So I get it, going for a breakup, it sucks, it's painful. And when you're hit with the harsh reality that you need to cut contact with your ex, so whether you want to get them back or you want to just heal faster from the whole shit show, all sorts of irrational beliefs can bubble up, making you second guess yourself and what you should do next. And I want to tackle some of these misguided beliefs head on in this video and get to the bottom of why they're actually doing you more harm than good. Starting with number 1, if I cut contact, my ex is gonna realize what they've lost. Now here's a tough pill to swallow. If someone needs to lose you to value you, the relationship is already fucked. I mean, think about it. Should you really have to disappear completely for an ex to appreciate your worth? I mean, that's like having to lose your phone 50 times before realizing it's actually important to you. When you cut contact to manipulate your ex in this way into wanting you more, to be more specific, you're essentially trying to play games with supply and demand. You're betting that by making yourself scarce, they'll suddenly wake up and realize how amazing you are. But here's the kicker, this approach usually backfires, because your ex is probably going to eventually notice that you pulled back just to play with them, just to manufacture this fake attraction between you. It's a really toxic cycle to get into that leads nowhere good. And besides, the real purpose of no contact isn't to engineer some profound realization in your ex, it's to end a relationship that isn't working, it's to have a clean slate when you're trying to mend a relationship that wasn't working. It's all about getting yourself to heal, to take care of your mental health, the same as setting a boundary with someone, a boundary in this case for your mental and emotional health that improves it. It's not a manipulation tactic, it's not a game, and you really don't want to approach it as that because your ex will notice in the long term and they'll be pretty mad about it. I mean, they will lose trust and respect for you if or when they notice that you're doing no contact for the wrong reasons. Second belief, their breadcrumbs mean they're thinking about me. Now this belief is what keeps you chained to your phone like a damn crack addict, right? You check for texts every 2 minutes. You convince yourself that even the smallest crumb of attention means you're still on your ex's mind. But please be real with yourself. People who require no contact, they often engage in low-effort communication with about as much thought as they put into ordering a pizza, right? It's usually just impulse-driven behavior that means absolutely nothing. So for example, getting a like on your new profile picture. It's not that deep. It doesn't mean your ex is gonna come and give you another shot. It doesn't mean they even miss you. So what you actually need for a healthy relationship is consistent effort, care, and respect, not occasional breadcrumbs thrown your way when your ex is bored or when they're feeling lonely. So only give your ex another shot is another big idea here when they actually reach out to you directly, not through some breadcrumb like a like on a photo or a comment on a social media post that you made. No, you are looking for direct messages to you in some way, shape, or form. You're looking for messages that signal interest, that signal receptiveness, that aren't about logistics or wishing you a happy birthday, but messages that actually go along the lines of, hey, how's it going? What are you up to this week? Or even the very obvious stuff like, I miss you, I love you, I want to take you back. That's what we're looking for. And those are the kind of messages you should respond to and then build up on them to actually get you and your ex closer emotionally and eventually even physically. By the way, if you want to go deeper into my process for mending a relationship, for reattracting an ex through honesty, you should really download my free reattraction cheat sheet, a one-page PDF that guides you through my system or my process for mending a relationship. The link to it is in the description below this video, so check that out if you're interested. But anyhow, let's go to the third belief on our list. We can be friends once I feel better. Now this is often just your brain's sneaky way of keeping hope alive. You tell yourself that once the pain subsides, you can maintain a friendship with your ex. But the truth is, friendship after a breakup should be organic, not forced. If you're already planning the friendship while still hurting, you're not actually focused on healing. You're making a mistake. You're focused on maintaining some form of connection with your ex, and that's a recipe for reopening old wounds. Like, the grieving process isn't about making way for friendship, it's about making way for you, for your healing, for your growth, and eventually the ability to move forward, to move on with your life, ideally to someone else. And if you're constantly thinking about a future friendship, it's probably a sign you need to refocus your energy on yourself. Real friendship, again, can only happen organically. So when you're completely over your ex, when they've shown themselves worthy of friendship, when you're both back in neutral territory, and let's be real, if there were shady reasons why you had to cut contact in the first place, maybe don't break your neck trying to be friends. Like, that's also something to think about. And finally, belief number 4, they don't realize how much they hurt me. Yes, they fucking do. Your ex does realize how much they probably hurt you. They might play dumb, sure, or they might claim ignorance, but unless they're emotionally brain dead, they know exactly how their behavior affected you. And if they genuinely don't understand how their actions impact others, well, congratulations, you've just identified someone who lacks the basic emotional maturity required for an adult relationship, and you probably shouldn't ever give them another shot. As humans, we can't just bumble through our life pretending our actions don't affect others. That's not how shit works. It's called having basic integrity, empathy, and accountability. And I guarantee if you mistreat your ex, they'd make damn sure you knew about it. Moreover, if they don't truly understand what the issue was, they're just gonna repeat the same behavior if you get back together. And it's not your job to fix or overcompensate for their emotional shortcomings. So maybe that's another idea to play around with. Maybe because of this reason, if your ex is like this, if they don't know actually that they hurt you, maybe don't go back with them. Maybe that's not a good person to be in a relationship with. Just something to think about. So bottom line, if you kind of didn't catch the underlying theme in all of these beliefs, no contact is not about manipulation, it's not about punishment, it's not some crafty strategy to win your ex back. It's about ending a relationship in a way that protects both your mental health and your ex's mental health. And the raised reattraction that no contact brings to the table, and it does bring it to the table, like you giving your ex the space to re-choose you at their own pace, that does raise attraction. That should still only be like an added benefit to no contact, a sexy side effect of sort. The fact that you can win yourself back, that should be priority number 1 when you're thinking about going no contact or when you're going no contact. So please drop these irrational beliefs that I mentioned in this video as soon as you can. Otherwise, you're just gonna make healing and reattraction a bit more difficult for you moving forward. And that's pretty much it from my side. Again, if you want to go and download that free reattraction cheat sheet that I mentioned, that goes over my process for mending a relationship, you can do so via the link in the description below this video. And I'll see you later in probably another video. So take care.